In an age where technology continues to dominate our lives, social media has emerged as both a blessing and a curse. It's undeniable that these platforms have revolutionized the way we connect, share, and communicate. However, beneath it all lies a darker truth. Social media addiction is on the rise, and with it come a set of serious issues that I noticed are also affecting me. The interesting thing is that until recently, I didn't really look at it as an addiction at all. Yet, every day I would be on these apps for hours, mindlessly scrolling and keeping myself busy. For me, it's two in particular: Instagram and TikTok. On Instagram, I would see what everyone else was doing, constantly refreshing the feed for new posts, stories, and messages. On TikTok, with the algorithm just feeding me content, I don't even have to think of what I want to watch because the app knows it better than me. Whenever I open it, time just passes by. It could be 5 minutes, it could also be an hour or two. The platforms are designed to be addictive, and it makes sense because the more time you spend there, the more the companies profit. But that's all I thought of it: a way of procrastinating and wasting my time, which of course is bad by itself, yet I didn't really see anything else to it. As time passed, I began to realize that my constant scrolling was also taking a toll on my mental health. I slowly became aware of it, and quite often, when using these apps, I would ask myself, what am I even getting from this? And the answer would always remain the same: I wasn't really getting anything. It was always much more negative than positive, if there even was anything positive from it. They say that comparison is the thief of joy, and on these apps, everyone just seems to have it all figured out. I was comparing my life to these curated, idealized versions of others, and it made me feel like I'm falling behind. There were times when I had trouble appreciating where I was or what I was doing because others would be someplace more nice, doing bigger and better things. I would see people hanging out and having fun while I'm alone at home, and it would feel lonely. It would feel like I was missing out, even if I didn't want to do anything that day. Getting bombarded by ads and seeing all of the cool things or outfits people have feeded my consumerism. It made it seem like I don't have enough and need more. Beautiful moments would pass me by because I was too busy taking pictures for a good post or story. Afterwards, I would be constantly checking who liked and commented on it, subconsciously seeking external validation. And don't get me started on the endless stream of news and opinions. It's all overwhelming, only fueling my anxiety and stress. I finally decided to look at my screen time, and it was clearly too much. It became clear that my social media use had shifted from a harmless pastime to a harmful habit. It was an addiction in disguise, one that had come into my life without me even noticing. I'm not saying that you should delete all social media apps and that it will completely change your life. But if you ever felt the way I did, it's worth taking a step back to reflect on it. Is it adding value to your life or
So
taking
social
away
media
from
has
it?
become more a big part of our lives, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Like, sure, it helps us stay connected with friends and family, but it also brings serious downside. Like, think about it. We spend way too much time scrolling through feeds, comparing ourselves to others, and keep getting sucked into arguments. Plus, there's so much fake news comparing ourselves to others, and around that, it's hard to know what is true anymore. It's like social media has turned us into a bunch of zombies, always staring at our screens and forgetting what really matters. And I think, for me, I think it's time to take a step back and remember that there's more life than likes and retweets.